feel a type of way, 'cause you ain't been seeing me lately. I know you wanna come and play, so you could just try to persuade me. I tell him, well, wait, ease, breathe. I just need a moment for my peace.
Welcome to another episode of the Grapevine podcast. I'm your host, Shell, and I'm here today with a very special guest. I've got an author in my presence today, and he goes by the name of AJR Brooks.
Oh, that sounds like James Bond.
It's not Aaron anymore. It's not Aaron the creative. It's AJR
Brooks.
Yeah, this is what he's giving now, and I love it. I just love it. I love it. Yeah, now I've brought Aaron in today to come and give us some light on his brand new book, and we're going to just follow his journey and see where he's at. Thank you for coming in today, Aaron.
Thank you
so
for
much.
the invite.
I think we've been just chatting anyway. We already started the pod about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, we did? Oh, it's been fun. It's absolutely been a great warm-up.
We've done content and everything already.
Definitely.
It's good. So how have you been?
I've been great, you know.
Have you?
I've been absolutely... I can't complain.
Yeah.
Right?
I can see it.
I literally can't complain at all. I've been good. And I have to give it to the most high up above as well. Literally.
Yeah. No, I hear that still. I do hear that.
I'm going to be a father of twins. Like, twins.
Twins, you know.
I'm still...
Twins?
Shell, I'm still...
Just couldn't do one. Has to be two. Has to be two.
So, twins, I'm going to be a father of twin boys.
Have you announced publicly what you're having, or is it a secret?
We announced the genders.
Yeah.
We already got the names.
Oh, God.
We already got the names.
Yeah.
It took us a while, but we got the names.
Yeah.
We're not saying the names yet.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Until after they're born.
Okay, that's fair
But I
enough.
can't wait to see them. I can't wait to meet them, honestly. I never thought in my lifetime I would be having boys, because I thought it was going to be a girl dad.
Anyone that doesn't know Aaron, he's actually got girls. And he probably was thinking, I'm going to have more girls, ain't it?
Yep.
Boys, pregnant with two twins, which is nice, twin boys, which is really good. That's nice that you've just got the boys in there now, so you can leave her alone now, because second, no more. I can't rest off of it. You've got the boys, you've got the girls. That's nice. And you probably have to get a big mansion now.
We're planning it. I'm planning it. I have to be humble. I would love to have a nice house with a nice big garden for the kids to run around in. Yeah. That's the goal.
That's it. Yes, that's what we're manifesting. But as you all know, whenever I've got anybody in, I always like to do a little bit of a warm-up, just so they know they're on the grapevine and all that good stuff. And because Aaron is a fellow Brummy man, I'm just going to ask you a few questions that coincide with our lovely town of Birmingham. So, best Birmingham Caribbean shop?
The best is Blue Marlin.
Oh, I'm so happy
I love Blue Marlin. Now, you know what? Big up Blue Marlin.
So happy.
Their food is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
I love their food. I love their mutton. I love their rice. I love everything.
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I've just seen the foodie fella. Do you know the foodie fella? The guy with the deep voice who goes round.
Yes.
He went and reviewed it, and he didn't review it that good. He gave it a bad review.
How come? Which one did he go to?
Blue Marlin.
In Perry Bar? Yeah. He should have went to the one that's by Highgate. Not Highgate, Digbirth.
The one in Digbirth.
Digbirth, yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
Is that the one?
Because the owner, she's in there majority of the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he went to the Perry Bar one and he didn't give it the best review, but I'm going to vouch for the oxtail because I'm an oxtail girl.
Oh, me too. I love my mutton, yeah.
It's always good.
Definitely.
It is always good. So I would say that's my spot too. A Birmingham actor or musician or public figure you would like to have a sit down and talk with?
Oh, that's a hard one, actually. I never thought about that. Public figure-wise, from what I've heard so far from this guy, I've heard he's very humble.
Okay.
The way he treats people is absolutely phenomenal. He's a footballer, Jude Bellingham.
Oh, Oh, okay.
But you know what I love about him though? He
Yeah.
loves his mum. He speaks
does,
very
he does,
openly
he
and
does, he
deeply
does.
about his mother.
He does.
And the way she speaks openly to him as well,
Yeah.
teaching him how to, you know, calm his emotions, teach him how to regulate
But
himself,
that's
how he
nice.
is. And he does it and the actions are there.
But don't you think that's probably something that's lacking sometimes? I'm going to get bit for this. But
Go ahead.
that was lacking when a lot of boys or just people that come from multicultural families, so mixed race in this version,
Yeah.
when they have a black mother, that to me might be the difference because she's regulating some of the things that he might get seen as in society. So some of the stuff that he might struggle with if he had a white mum, some of the things that she's probably installed in Jude, which I feel like helping along in life. Hence the reason there's a bit more of a better understanding of who he is.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I agree with you with that.
A little bit.
I agree. No, I agree with you because there is a difference of a person, of a mixed race person, be raised up with a black mother and a white mother.
Yeah.
I've seen that myself.
Fundamentally, it's the mum that's always there.
Yeah.
No shade. But I feel like that shows a little different through him, or just in general. When that's the case, I feel like that can be the difference that helps to regulate. So don't slap me down for that one. Just stick my man. Name something overrated in Brum that everyone claims to love.
What can I not name that's overrated in Birmingham? I think everything in Birmingham's overrated these days. Lord, you know what? Because so much is so... I kind of switch off from all of that sometimes.
I hear it.
I have to switch off.
I hear it.
You know, completely. And then sometimes you don't want to do your own thing when it becomes something you don't want to put yourself or mingle yourself around that either.
Yeah.
You want to kind of move yourself away from that as well.
Yeah.
I can't even think so because I feel like there's so much in Birmingham that a lot of people do think is quite overrated anyway.
I'm going to say promoters in Birmingham, like nightlife promoters.
One of them, yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Overrated,
And,
give the same vibe and everyone's like, we love it.
Yeah. And you've also got so-called community leaders as well.
There is
You've got so-called community, there's quite a lot. And you know what I mean? I might even mention. But yeah.
Yeah, when we like something, whether it's bad or good in Brum, I feel like it just gets a pass.
Yeah.
Because of family ties, friend ties, and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard to say you don't love it, if you get what I mean.
Exactly.
I saw it go. You have an out-of-town visitor coming to stay with you. Where are you taking them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Oh, there's this nice little place there, Moseley.
Okay,
right?
I think Moseley.
It's Indian owned, but they got some nice food in there.
Really?
Absolutely beautiful.
So is that like a brunch, lunch,
it's like a
dinner?
brunch.
Okay.
So I start with a nice brunch, and then after a while, I'll take them to, what you call it now, that Italian restaurant. What is it called? Fumo's.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take them to Fumo's because I know the manager there.
Oh, okay.
I used to work at Fumo's as a guard. So I would take them there as well.
Yeah.
And show them around Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Nice places, actually.
It
Good
is.
choice.
There's so many places in Birmingham,
Oh,
to
there
be
is
honest.
now. Definitely.
There is, yeah.
What is the one thing Brum gets right that London doesn't?
The people. I'll tell you why I'm saying that in the community-wise as well.
Yeah.
We've had issues a couple of years ago when you've had people that coming down over to cause trouble, right? Mm-hmm. And what I loved about Birmingham was that everybody, especially every community, band together.
Yeah.
And they all stuck together and they all fought from their city.
Oh, yeah,
I was there, and I thought that
true.
was beautiful to see that.
That's true.
Because we do have that, and that's what Birmingham is all about.
Yeah.
There's so much negativity in our city.
Yeah.
Our city, especially how the media is showing our city with the bin strikes, with crime, the way certain nightlifes used to run in Birmingham. It's like there's a takeover. It's like they know Birmingham is the place, and they're now trying to deminimize it completely. And that's what it was known for. But one thing I can say is when Birmingham is ready, If anybody outside our city starts making trouble, we all stand together.
Yeah, it's
Black,
true.
white, Asian, Chinese, everybody stands together.
That is the one thing. You are right. You are right. And the last one, you know you're from Brum when... Finish the sentence.
When you speak Brummy, and when your telephone number is 0121.
Oh my God, yeah, exactly. If you still got the old telephone.
0121, yeah.
Yeah. That's it, definitely. Thanks for answering those questions, Aaron.
No worries.
But it is nice to have you in today because obviously you're on a bit of a journey with this book. And when you sent me a message and we was talking about this, I was like, where do you get a book from? Where's he written this whole book? And what is going on here? But the fact that you've written this whole book, that I've had an author on earlier on in this year, and I was just like, where do you get the patience from? So it always like intrigues me a little bit. So I'm just like, I want to know the start of this journey. Like, number one, who is Aaron? Tell me a bit about yourself so the audience can kind of understand who you are.
Right, myself, I am Birmingham born.
Yes.
Born and bred, love it. Second generation, absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And I go under my pen name as AJR Brooks. And that name intrigued me because my name is too long as it is for Aaron Jacob Renford Brooks undercover.
Yeah.
It was too long.
Yeah.
So that idea came to me from J.K. Rowling, where it makes so much sense. And it makes a lot of sense with AJR Brooks as well. Also, my website is ajrbrooks.com, just to put it out there.
It's got a website, guys. It's got a website.
But with me, the person that I am, Shell, from Birmingham, it forged me. The city forged me to who I am.
Yeah.
It taught me great lessons. It taught me harsh lessons.
Yeah.
But it's never defined the person that I am today. And writing as well, that ability where that came from as well, since I was young, I couldn't speak. I had a speech delay development when I was a child, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't talk till I was 7 years old.
Really?
Yeah. Between that, writing, studying English gave me a focus. I was very creative from a young age.
Yeah.
And it helped me to want to communicate better with my family and with teachers.
From when you was young.
Always has been.
Okay.
After 7, when I found my voice, I couldn't stop chat.
They always say this, don't they?
I couldn't stop chat.
Oh my God, they always say this about people that are non-verbal for the first few years. And like, oh my God, we cannot stop them now because they've got lots of catching up to do.
But it gave me a superpower.
Yeah.
It did. It gave me the power of observation. It gave me the power of using my mind more. It gave me the power to communicate better as well, and the way how I flow with my communication with other people as well.
Yeah.
And I've always been told, I've always got this voice. It's like, you don't sound Brummy, but then you have a bit of a Brummy voice to it as well.
Twang.
It's like a twang, but then it's like, I've been told like I've got a bit of a calming voice. And I'm like, calming voice?
Okay.
I was like, I got a bit of a calming voice, because of how I talk and how I speak.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that's always been you. I feel like on social media, you've always been somebody that's been open and spoke on camera. And it has been, I think that's why you can listen to you, because you do have a calm sounding voice, and it's just something you can resonate with. If you came on and you was a bit like, oh, you know what? And you was a bit more broad in your accent, it might be a bit harder to listen to. So it does help.
It's true. So I used to be around guys that used to talk like, yeah, man, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm from Aston. Yeah, man. I'm from Aston. And we go up on the ends and me and the man them, we big up ourselves, you know. And we see the girl and pan them sugar, pan them car, me have a beat, pan them. And I'm thinking, what?
Exactly.
For what?
Exactly.
I said, why you talk like that?
But then when they're at work, they're speaking the Queen's English.
You know what I mean? But it's like talking the Queen English is like kryptonite to them.
I feel like Brummy men, I don't know what it is, they're the only men that think they were born in Kingston, Jamaica, because it's like they've got a twang embedded in them that they weren't born there, but if you speak to someone normal, they answer like they were born there. Like their normal speaking voice will more be Patwa than it is English when you was born in England.
But you know what's crazy? Our grandparents and our parents speak better English than the new generation. generation that we've got today that are born
And
here.
half of them are born here.
Exactly, and it makes no sense.
I say that about my mum when she speaks to us. I'm like, Mum, how dare you speak to us like this? You're English. And she'll laugh because she has to think, oh my God,
Yeah.
why did I speak to them like this? It's bad. Oh, it is mad. So the fact that you was non-verbal helped you to communicate through English a lot better. So how did that lead you onto this journey of actually ending up writing a book?
6 years ago, well, 7 years ago, to correct myself,
Yeah.
I was on a set on BBC Doctors.
Yeah.
In Northfield. So it was me and 3 other guys. We were all March born. We were all Pisces. Anybody into astrology,
Pisces.
we're all Pisces. Right? So anybody watching,
Scary.
the Pisces crew, yeah?
Scary.
All together, it was crazy. So
Yeah.
we had an idea
Yeah.
about creating a screenplay in Birmingham. And I had an idea, Man March. We all said it, Man March. And they wanted me to write a screenplay. So I remembered I went onto WhatsApp. And I got them all, and then I was thinking, what should I do a story about? That was the only thing I
How
forgot.
did you get a name?
That was the thing. We all sat there saying, Man March.
Oh, so it's
Man
based on the fact that you're born in March. Okay.
And we were all men. So that was the
Yeah.
idea. So I sat down and I thought, but how am I going to get this story? How am I going to craft this story? So I tried different things.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I tried different stories and I thought, it's not making sense to me at all. So then after a while, I left it.
Yeah.
And then I remembered,
Yeah.
when I was walking towards, I was around Lizelle side.
Yeah.
And then I seen some madness. And I thought to myself, I think I've got an idea how to write a story now.
Okay.
So then I started in 2020, 6 years ago. I started doing the first chapter of Man March. And then I thought about the struggles, I thought about myself as well. I thought about what other men as well gone through as well.
Yeah.
Men that have gone through with their partners as well.
Yeah.
I decided to write a story about the consequences, what men go through,
Yeah.
about the struggles, the brotherhood, everything, the streets.
That's deep.
So the Man March, that's where the story came from, about a man who's trying to save his family in a city that always remembers and that will always has a dark side around it as
Yeah.
well.
Which sounds like Brother Little Peace.
Yeah.
That's deep. To pull that all together, that is really deep.
Yeah.
So how did you structure the book then? Because now you've found this concept. So how are you now putting this all together? Is it personal experiences or is it something that you've just kind of fictionally brought together?
All fiction.
Mad.
Fiction, but I use a bit of my own experiences to it.
Yeah.
And I've also used experiences that I know as
Know
well
of, yeah.
from others too as well. So when I did it, I put everything together, fictionalized it. I didn't going around the city as well, looking at different locations that I
Yeah.
know I'm putting it onto the book. So when I was working, doing family life, it wasn't easy, but I was consistent with it.
Yeah.
And then doing another business on top of that as well.
There you go. It's busy.
For those that know, I'm also the curator of Mary May Fritters. I do my fritters, I do delicious fritters based in Birmingham.
Which I'm yet to try.
Yeah,
people.
I forgot to bring some actually. I really did. But yeah, going back to this,
Yeah.
literally. So I've had to take my time writing this story. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to create a story
Yeah.
that I felt like Birmingham deserved, and I
Yeah.
want the world to know what Birmingham really is about, not from what the media's telling the world what Birmingham is, but what Birmingham really is about. There's a lot of great stories in this city.
There is.
There's too many authors that are in London, Manchester writing stories about their city in London.
Yeah.
But I thought Birmingham needs its own story.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah, and you've given us that.
Yeah.
But how have you managed to bring the essence of Brum into it through the stories, though?
Through my own personal flow, by
Yeah.
seeing how Birmingham's, by remembering the history of Birmingham, the people, the
Yes.
community.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it. So
Yeah.
I didn't I've added every community onto this book, into the whole stories. Even though this is my first book, I've got goals.
That's what I'm thinking.
I've got goals to draft. I've got many goals to draft already. The second book is already finished. That's coming out in November.
Really?
Yeah. Man March, Fire and Iron.
Right, where did Iron come from?
I can't tell you that. So you're going to have to find that.
Because you know what? Looking at Man March, for me, you know how you've just explained it was like you men put it together and you're all born in March. it still represented for me a man marching, like a man standing tall and marching for what, you know, is right in his life. So it can have many interpretations.
It does.
And that's what I like about it. And hearing your real version of it, I was like, wait, that's not the one I was thinking about.
But there's another way. In the second book, I will tell you this, and to anybody that's ever read my book or anybody who's thinking about reading my book, Man March, the title itself, how I've done it was that the name is from a group. There was a group of men.
Yeah.
They called themselves the Man March.
Okay.
They were the peacekeepers. This is how I fictionalized it.
Oh, okay.
Because this was a story that my grandfather... This came from what my grandfather used to tell me with Malcolm X.
Yeah.
They used to have a group. There was a group together, brothers and sisters, and they used to have a name. I can't even remember what their name was. And how they wanted to stand together as brothers and sisters in Birmingham. How they used to march together as well. And I thought about it, and I thought, maybe I can... Because I've got the title Man March, I want to tell my reader, I want to tell my readers where the name Man March came from.
Yeah.
So I've added more details in the second book as well. So in the second book, a story will be told how the Man March started.
Nice.
So the readers will understand in detail what Man March is really about and where the creation came from.
This doesn't even sound like a book, no, it sounded like a film.
Yeah, everyone says that.
It sounds like a film.
Everybody says it, all my reviews.
Yeah.
Everybody said it's like watching, it's like reading Top Boy, but in Birmingham.
Oh.
It's like watching a movie, like a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
But when I wrote the book, that's how I kind of put it. I made it cinematic with how I wrote it.
Because it sounds the way you're explaining
That's how I've done it.
Jeez,
I've
if you
always
do have
been
a
that way.
meeting with Netflix, please go. Don't let anybody sell that for you. You do it. You sold it to me. I'm like, I'm going to watch it next week. I've got a little bit of a breakdown of Man March here. So anybody that's going to go and read the book, so it's Man March, No Safe Haven. It's set in Birmingham, obviously you've told us that. And it's about Marcus Mace Thompson.
Yeah.
I like the name Marcus. A man who has walked away from Birmingham's gangs and tried to leave that life behind. The story centres on what happens when the past catches up with you and brings danger and fractured trust and difficult choices back into his life.
Yes.
Which is mad. That sounds good. So it sounds like a man that's trying to make a change.
Basically, yeah.
And every change he's making, the old life is trying to pull him back.
Put it away, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the classic cliche.
That's what it is, yeah. That's
but
what it is.
Obviously, it's a different town, a different setting. Yeah. So you can't say it's not enticing for you to want to go out and get that book, because I'm definitely going to have a read. And I'm not a book reader, you know. I'm really not a book reader, because I always say there's not enough time in the bloody day. But everyone always says your knowledge is found through books. And when I see the excitement of people that are like writing it, now I'm starting to see it. I'm like, flipping out, there is something in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because there is an excitement I can see in your eyes about the book. And it's mad because you've had quite a good, you've been received well, haven't you? With the book.
Very well.
So let us know about that.
Right. I released my book in October.
Yeah.
I had my first book launch in Wolverhampton in the Bank of Leon.
Yeah.
Tyson Leon, TLG, he gave me the space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
for
nice.
me to do my book launch for Men's International Day.
Yeah.
I was literally in tears when he did that for me.
Nice.
I really was,
that's really
because
nice. What a significant day as well.
Yeah, because he did that for me. He didn't have to, but he did. Right, Tyson's got a good heart. I tell you that now. He's really got a good heart. And when I did that now, I did my first reading. I was in nerves. When I first did my book reading, I did 2 chapters of the book itself.
You read 2 chapters?
I did 2 chapters of the book. And you know what? It did so well. Everybody was buying my books. I took 20 books to that place. 20 gone.
Oh, mad.
20 was gone.
Oh,
I had more sales after that. I've checked on my database from November all up to now.
From last year, November?
Yeah, so up to now. I've sold over 5,000 books.
Rotted.
5,000 books personally for myself.
Yeah.
Through online.
Yeah.
Through my website.
Yeah.
And through other retails across the
So
globe.
how are you promoting the book?
On social media, word of mouth, bringing a book with me no matter where I go, doing security work, still bringing my book with me no matter where I go. I'm promoting it and just telling people about my book, because being a self-published author is not easy. I didn't even have a publishing deal.
Because you don't have visuals as well, and people are like very social media ridden. Without visuals, it's very hard for people to kind of like attach themselves to a brand or anything. So for you to get that many sales from a book in today's world,
it's crazy, especially
from not being an author at all.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
especially as a black young author as well.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Who's doing a crime fiction drama book about Birmingham, doing it by himself as an indie author, pushing it out there as well. It wasn't easy, but I learned marketing from doing Mary May Fritters, and that's how I've learned every skill into pushing myself with this book, and I learned more stuff as well.
From doing it this way.
Yeah.
So what would you change with book number 2 if you was to promote?
Book number 2, because of how I promoted book number 1, I would do book number 2 differently as well.
Yeah.
So I've still promoted. It's a whole story. It's a whole new story as well. That's continuing. Can't tell you the end of it until you read it. Anybody who's read the ending, I know there's a lot of people waiting for number 2. They told me they can't wait for number 2.
Well, you gotta wait long, have you? Because it's already written. They ain't gonna make you delay on that one.
Yeah, so I've already written it already.
Yeah.
So I've already got the feedback. I've already got the reviews already regarding number 1.
Nice.
Not one negative or positive.
That's really good.
Absolutely. And I didn't even think it would ever be in that way. Me releasing my book into the
So
world.
have you had feedback from people at Homegrown Brummy people? What have they said?
I have,
about
yeah.
it?
They loved it.
Yeah.
They said they could see this as being a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Check you out. Well, at least I got an interview first day. Not sure if he's going to come back after his Netflix finished. Where would you take this book? Because obviously there's a lot of learning from the book.
There is.
And it's something for everybody to home into. What else would you do with the book besides like taking it to a film?
This book,
locally?
for me being an author that I am, and the creative side of things, I also loved, when I've heard the story before of I've had teenagers.
Yeah.
I've been told by parents that their kids have picked up my book.
Nice.
And they've read it. And they said they've never seen their kid read my book before. I would love to see teenagers read Man March themselves. I want to inspire other young generations of children.
Yeah.
From especially black children as well, to start learning to reading, to writing,
Inspire
and
them
being
to write
creative.
more, yeah.
We don't have enough creativity.
No.
As well, we really don't.
Not in this segment.
Exactly, we really don't at all. And nowadays, we start to live in an age of AI, where everything's doing everything for you.
Well, this is why I
takes away
give you due
creativity.
for doing this, because to not touch AI at all and to be doing it, because there's obviously an element of literature and getting all your punctuation right and everything. It's not easy. So how did you actually go about making sure everything was like in a functionable way?
That's why I love Microsoft Word, my spelling. I love my dictionary, which I used.
You pulled the dictionary out.
I've got a dictionary.
Shit.
That was not easy. I'm telling you, for certain words I needed
Even
to
I'm going
understand.
to ChatGPT. I want this mean.
No, I wrote this book before even ChatGPT and all that came out, way before.
It was 6 years ago.
So exactly, so I've had to be careful how I write it.
Yeah.
I've had to look at certain words as well. I've had to proofread it. I've had to get someone else to read it for me, make sure it made sense. And when they told me it was good, I was like, okay, I'm doing great. So I had to continue doing what I was doing. And
so how did you get from that stage to publishing them?
I looked into when I was writing my book, I was doing a lot of research.
Yeah.
So when you're up from 3 o'clock in the morning and your wife asleep and your kids asleep, and even before I met my wife and I was a single dad and my kid was asleep, I was looking onto YouTube, doing research, asking questions. I've spoken to somebody at Waterstones as well about books. I was curious. I was very curious into knowing the all how. I wanted to control my own platform. I wanted to control my own editing. I didn't want no publisher to come in and tell me what to put in and what I can't put into that. I wanted to control my own story. So I created my own imprint as well doing that. So, yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's really good. So this is solely you then, isn't it?
All me.
Rotted. I love it. So I feel like we're going to see more of this book and more of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're going to still do a screenplay. Would you like to see it on the stage?
If anybody is interested in working with me, then I'm happy to do
Tell
a screenplay. I'll say it. If anybody's watching this and you are interested in calibration or working with myself, just let me know. I'll be happy to write. I'll be happy to do a screenplay, a script. I've actually done 2 scripts before as well.
Do you know why? Because it's hard. It's hard in today's world, in today's life. To do this is probably one of the hardest things to do in life right now, sit down and write a book, because life is so busy, it doesn't allow for you. So when somebody's finding that time, you know that they're being really strict and really disciplined to do that. So that's the part I'm like, yo.
Yeah. I find it therapeutic. It's very therapeutic with me.
I've heard that
I've always
before.
said writing, when you're writing your thoughts,
Yeah.
you end up releasing a lot of tension from your mind, and you're releasing everything out. So for me, writing a book, if I felt a bit stressed out or anything like that, it wasn't just me going to the gym. It wasn't just me spending time with my girls. It was me writing as well. So that's what it was all about.
And the one question I did want to ask about the book, which just coincides with real life, is can you really leave that life behind? So the life that Marcus has got throughout the book, is it something that you can actually leave behind in real life? Because he's obviously got a lot of struggles with doing it throughout the book.
Yeah.
But if that was really you in real life, is it something you can leave behind? Like,
depending on the path and the journey itself as well. How I look at it like this, everybody starts off. Life is like a book. End of the day.
No pun intended.
How we start the first chapter is what will make us reach to what the chapters are going to be, to the third chapter, to the end of it.
That's true.
How Marcus is at this moment, and there's a lot more to him as well in the second book too.
Yeah.
This book is quite deep. How we've done it. The second one's even deeper too. And depending, I can't say too much, but for those that have read my book and finished it, you already know the drill. Please do not ruin it for the others. Let the others find out for themselves. So if you do write, on the comment section, don't spoil it. Keep
your mouth short.
Thank you. Yeah. So, but for the readers out there that are looking for this book, they just have to find out for themselves. But there's so many different paths, that for Marcus, that you can take as well. And one thing I love about being a fiction writer, when you're creating a character, you can create a character.
You're like, Whitney, I told you I was gonna. No,
exactly.
Yes,
Listen, I could write a book, I could write a story, I can paint a whole picture of life on Shell. Oh, Shell's going to be a lawyer today. Tomorrow she's going to be a doctor. One thing about being a creative, you can create your characters, you can create their lives, you can decide what direction they're going to go to. But for Marcus, I can't say too much, but you're just going to find out.
That's the cliffhanger. That is the cliffhanger. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, because we know Aaron is a talker and he's big on a lot of stuff. And seeing the book, he's obviously had the opportunity to get his thoughts on paper. So we know he's got a lot of thoughts and a lot of imagination, and I can't wait to start reading the book, because you sold it to me. I've really not had the time to really sit down and have a look and read the book like how I would have wanted to, and I've just looked over it, but I'm going to definitely do it now, because I feel like it is good to see somebody doing something different, and it's just nice to support that and just open your mind to it. So that's my thing of the day. I'm opening my mind to reading more. So I'm going to ask you, which one of the 4 topics do you want to go with first? So I've got work and ambition, marriage and relationships, fatherhood, and the man behind everything.
I will go for marriage.
Marriage. Let's go for marriage. So, what's the secret to staying attracted to somebody when you've been together for years?
Plan together.
Yeah.
Never be comfortable.
Yeah.
Never be comfortable. That's the main thing I've been saying to many men.
So many people are guilty of that.
Exactly. Once you are comfortable, the attraction will go. And that comes from the woman's side. I will explain this as well.
Okay.
I've always said, one thing I've always noticed, it's not the man that starts the relationship. It's the woman that starts the relationship, and it's also the woman it ends it to. A woman chooses. Hold on.
That's interesting.
A woman
they start it how?
Oh, this is going to be a part of my book. Don't worry, right? A woman is the one who starts a relationship. A woman will look at a man and think, is he a suitable partner for me?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of men out there will say, oh, I can get this woman now. A man is the most easiest thing a woman can get. That's a fact. Yeah? It's one of the facts. And I've learned this, me being a single father to a little girl.
Yeah.
When I had my daughter, I've had to learn how to be with her, how to learn as well, to be a girl dad. And what I want the best for my daughter as well, for my daughters. So I've had to change my perspective as well.
Yes.
And I had women around my life as well that taught me a lot too. A majority of my friends were all women as well. So I've learned from their relationships too.
Yes, I hear that.
What I don't want for my girls. So one of the things, my best friend, God rest her soul, I remember she was saying to me, you do realise, Aaron, it is not the man that gets the woman, it's the woman that actually gets the man. Because men are the most easiest thing that a woman can ever get. And I looked and I thought, that's true. And she explained herself very conductedly as well. And I thought, that's a very true fact. It is. You could go out there in the club. You can wear a bin bag.
Yeah.
You can wear anything. I saw this. And the man will still come over to you and try and buy you drink and this and that. It is the... Am I lying? It is the truth.
It's true.
Guys,
It's
am I
true.
lying? It is the truth.
True.
It is. Men are the most easiest thing for any woman to get. That's the thing. But it's our job as men as well, is to show why the woman is picking the right partner for themselves as well. You know what I mean? At the same time, sometimes we can also, there's different factors with that as well. There's some that go for the same type of man as well at the same time. I have seen that. I've actually seen that, and men would do the same thing as well.
That's because nobody's growing, that's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But sometimes what I've learned is you've got to take yourself away from what you find attractive and go for something that is completely different. Way
true.
different.
It's true.
Because you never know that what you've been attracted to could hinder your growth. But when you remove yourself away from what attracts you into that person in the first place, or what you're found in it, you go to something different, you end up finding more of something that you never thought that you've had in yourself at all.
And it opens up different sides of you. That's true.
Exactly.
It is. That's one of the biggest traps. I think if you're still meeting somebody and you ask somebody what's your type and you're like, I like a guy that's tall and is, dark and handsome, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Because if you're not looking beyond those things and you've got a bit more depth into what you're looking for, which I understand in the young uns, you have your time to be young and not have any depth, but when you get older, if you've not understood that at that point, you are going to just keep on having the same people come in and mess up your life continuously.
And the cycle is still going to continue one generation after generation,
it's true,
and it will never break.
That is true. That is true. Because you know what, you say that, but you don't go into generations.
Exactly.
But that is true. Crazy. So yes, it was comfortability. So don't stay comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, in your marriages.
Don't.
No. Make the effort. Next topic. So which one do you want to go for? Work, ambition, balance, man behind everything, fatherhood, or a marriage and relationships again?
Fatherhood.
Fatherhood. Do you want your children to follow in your footsteps, or would you rather them do something completely different?
I want them to do something completely different because everybody's journey is different. What may work for me may not work for others, and what work for others may not work for me. And that's something I've always said, and that's something I don't want for my kids. I want my kids to find their own path. I want them to learn from their mistakes. Whatever happens, I want them to know as well that they got me to talk to. So as a father, sometimes as men, it's not easy. When you want the best for your kids, sometimes they're going to do stupidness. The first thing you're going to do is react to it. One thing I've had to learn, don't react. Be patient as men. And I tell this as well. When a man said he's patient, that's a lie. We're not patient. I tell that now. We are not patient, right? And any man that said they're patient, they're not patient at all. It takes time to be patient because you want the best for your kids. You don't want them to do the mistakes what they're doing. You want them to learn early, but they're gonna be learning mistakes. My kids, they're under a certain age, and they're gonna do foolish. I look at them thinking, what foolish is here though? I think what foolish, and I'm like, you know what? They're just kids, and I have to remind myself. And even my wife tells me, you know what? They're just kids. Kids are gonna be kids. We did it ourselves. But what I've learned as well, that we were once kids ourselves. So as adults, we forget what it was like to be their age. A lot of adults, we forget. And we sometimes need to tune into our inner childhood as well, and learn as well what we used to do. And sometimes I look at my kids and I think, you know what, I used to do some foolishness when I was younger too. I remember I used to mix milk with chips. Right? I remember when I was younger. Because that's what my youngest one is doing. And I think exactly. And I think to myself, you know what? They're just experimenting. They're just kids, end of the day. And that's when you learn. So that's where my fatherhood comes from. Yeah. It's me learning patience and me going into my inner self as well. In every man, there's a boy inside them anyway. And that's where you got to tune into it.
Yeah. No, that's true. That is true. And patience is important with kids. Like you said, we do really forget some of the things that they're doing is just because they are kids and they're exploring. But that exploring sometimes messes with the household in a way we don't want it messed with. And as adults, we're like, no, don't touch that, don't do that. But we are tampering with the things that they're doing. I mean, we got left to... Me and my sister used to make food with grass. We used to sit there and cut up the grass and make it was dinner in the garden and get slugs off and we'd do madness. But it's part of growing up and being a child. It's the enjoyment of it. But I think obviously we're mortified as parents.
Yeah.
And some parents can be a bit like, oh no, don't touch this. So,
or a bit grey. And then even mixing potions with bubble bath and hair products and all. Oh my days, I remember this.
We got beaten for that though.
Yeah, we did. I did too.
why you spill this Savlon?
Yeah. Even I used to waste about £100 worth of my mum's products in a sink mixing potions. Me and my sister did. I remember we got beaten for that.
So you can't beat your kids now, but just demonstrate patience.
And just talk to them.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, that's true. And even the non-verbal ones, talk to them as well. Because my granddaughter's non-verbal.
Okay.
And she can do a madness when she was... My two of them are.
Yeah.
And they both can do a madness. And I would literally talk to them. But I'm like, yeah, I knew you understood that. Because they give me a little... I'm like, I saw that. I know you didn't say... I saw it. The little side, I'd say, yeah, we got that. But yeah, we're going to do this and pretend like we didn't hear you. But yeah, always talk to them. Because it does matter. And they do... Kids understand more than we know.
No, they do. They're very smart.
They are.
They're very smart.
They are. And if they're ignoring you, it's because it's selective.
It is. That too.
Little buggers. When was the last time you genuinely stopped and thought, I'm proud of myself?
This morning.
Really?
It was this morning. Sometimes you have to look back at your journey. When I look back at my journey, where I've been through, I have been through a journey and I've been through hell and back.
Yeah.
But you know what? I didn't let it define me. When I look back, I looked at myself and I thought, you know what? I'm 34 years old. I'm married. I've got my own kids. I've got my own little business. I've got a roof over my head. I've got money in my pocket. I wrote my book. And you know what? I'm still pushing. And when I look at my kids and when they say to me, you know, Daddy, wake up in the morning and I'm seeing them. And when they go to bed, I'm seeing them. I think to myself, you know what? Sometimes you don't know how lucky you are. When you look at certain things, you don't know how lucky you are for what you've got because you worked hard for it and you maintained it as well.
Yeah.
So that's when I look at things and I'm like, you know what? I broke my own barriers doing things. I broke certain things that generations were continuing even from my side of my family, and I broke them, and I was the first one to do that, I'm proud of myself for that. Because no one can never take that away from me, never at all.
And then now you're leading on for the next generation to start on that pathway, which is good.
Exactly. And then being baptised as well. 3 years ago I was baptised.
Really?
Yeah, I was baptised 3 years ago. That was the greatest journey of my life ever.
Really?
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Aww. And just meeting my wife.
Yeah, I know. You two are a beautiful couple. I've seen you around and about and I'm like, oh, they're lovely. So every time I see you, I'm like, oh, press like, go see your social media, press like, because you're endearing. Like, anyone that knows, Aaron came and supported us on our last live show and he brought wifey down and they helped us with the live show and put out some questions and they answered. It was just really, really nice to have that support from a married couple because it was a Valentine's night. Yeah. And it was just us trying to show the solidarity in, you know, married couples, and it's out there for the taking. And it's just nice because there's not enough examples of it, especially our age group, especially in Brum, especially of our Caribbean heritage.
Yeah.
Just not seen as much as we'd like to. It's there, but just not as much as you'd like to. And the commitment side of it is beautiful, because you see, when somebody's indulged in their family, there's nothing richer in life.
Exactly.
Is there? There isn't.
Exactly.
So it's a beautiful thing. That's nice.
Thank you.
What's the biggest lesson business has taught you about life?
Oh, there's well, one thing business has taught me is not being overly too nice. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Taking
right?
advantage of.
They do. I've learned that because when I first did Mary Fritters 4 years ago, I wanted to separate myself. I didn't want to put myself in a black box.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the others, how they doing it.
Yeah.
Like, we're black owned. We're black owned this. I didn't want to do that. Right, I really did, because I've always said you'll never see a white person say I'm white owned.
No.
You'll never see an Asian person say I'm Asian owned.
No.
But as black people in a business, we all say we're black owned.
That's the truth,
I
definitely.
understand it. I get it. I
Yeah.
get the concept of it. But why?
It's almost like we're admitting from the get-go that it's
Exactly.
not many of me, but I'm black owned. I just
Exactly.
need to let you know.
It's like saying, it's like saying, you're right. It was like many years ago, my grandmother used to tell me, yeah, right, that don't define yourself as a black man.
Yeah.
You are a man, right? The more you do it, the more you put yourself in a black box.
Yes.
And that's how I've learned. My wife even had the same thing from her nan as well. Funny enough as well. She had it too,
Really?
growing up too, yeah. And one thing I've learned is I want to be different. I want to set my business for everybody. I want Mary Fritters to be something that everybody in a community can enjoy having.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter who's behind it. And I don't want anybody, even the majority of my customers are black people as well,
Yeah.
and white people too.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like
Labelled one
that
or the
way.
other.
I
Yeah.
want it to be something like it's for everybody.
It needs to be for everyone.
is.
Because when you're thinking about it from a business perspective, we're a very minute percentage in the UK anyway. So you're never going to have like a big massive business based on black people supporting it alone. It does need to be for everybody, and we do need to, from our perspective, come out of that box of always making everything like feel like because you're black owned, now you should support me because you're black.
Basically,
and
yeah.
you came in here, so you should do this. Like, that has to stop as well, because I feel like there's something in the way we as customers react to businesses that are not that way. Like, they're not giving us good customer service.
Yeah.
You're walking in there, everything's overpriced. You're thinking to yourself, why the hell have I walked in? I want to walk out, but you feel committed, so you don't feel like you can slide. There's always like this unsaid thing that we put up with, and we feel we've made it okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've made it okay, and it's not okay, because if you walk into a business that's owned by an Asian or white person, if you want to walk out, you'll walk out. If you don't want to buy from there, you don't want to buy from there. You don't feel no pressure, but you feel it as soon as you walk.
Yeah, you do.
You're walking.
Especially you go into a Caribbean. This is the thing. I'm sure everybody got this. As soon as you go into a Caribbean shop, I've never understood it. You go into a Caribbean shop, they got the face like so. What you want? And I'm looking at them thinking, like it puts me off. The energy is so
Not even,
stagnant.
good
It's like,
afternoon, how are you?
you know what I mean? And the energy is so
Have you
stagnant. It's like,
decided what you
wow,
want?
exactly. Where with me, like when someone's calling my phone or they message me, I'm like, good afternoon, Mary Fritters, and I'm talking to them because that is how I am anyway.
It's good
Customer service. But one thing that a lot of people forget as well, no matter where we go in life, especially in the shop, we're customers anyway as well.
Yeah.
You can have a business, but when you walk into another business, you're also a customer too.
Yeah.
So how would you want to be treated if the same way? Do you want to be treated the same way with courtesy?
Yeah.
If you can't do that with your customers and you're getting angry that someone treats you like this,
yes.
where's the
sense in it?
you know what I mean? The double standards of
Exactly.
things. And this is how I look at things anyway. I like to give, no matter who you are, I will give you good customer service. I had a rude customer before, 3 months ago, was Vex. And I was like, you know what? I felt the energy. I felt the energy hardcore. And I thought, you know what? I still kept to myself. I still being myself.
Yeah.
And I spoke to the person. I was just being me.
Respectfully.
I was just being Aaron.
Yeah.
And I have a way of, I like to talk to my customers, find out how they're doing. So I did that. I spoke to the person. He was, and you know what? He was angry. And you know what? I calmed him down. I de-escalated it. Something I always do in my jobs anyway, especially as a security guard. And he was calm. And after that, I told him, you know what? What I'm going to do for you, my wife was costing me for this, you know. And she was saying to me, why are you giving 10 extra saltfish for two?
Give him extra fritters.
You give 10 saltfish for two. I said, you're too nice, you know. I said, she told me you're too nice. I said, it's not being nice, but I'm helping this. You know what? I know what I'm doing end of the day, yeah? Plus there were spare fritters there anyway. So I just give it to him. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to waste it. And plus, right, I need to go make a new batch anyway. I've made all these batches anyway.
So I get
everybody got 10 more. She said, you could have given them to me. I said, be pregnant. I said, we never thought that though.
It's true. If the person was rude, they didn't kind of deserve it. But then sometimes you have to lick people with kindness to make them understand.
Do. Exactly.
Going forward, how they should act in it. You have
exactly.
to. I don't know if I'd give 10. You might have got one extra fritter. I don't know if you deserve 10, but
exactly.
I get where your wife is coming from.
I get where she's coming from. She's not wrong what she was saying, but she understood. When I spoke to her, she got it. She understood. But I want to set myself different from how others I'm doing their business, and this is how I'm learning.
Seen as being too nice because of the fact that you're trying to, you know, take yourself away from the stereotype of what it looks like when you walking into a black-owned business. You want it to look a bit different, feel a bit different, sound a bit different, and probably in being that way, you probably are overselling
myself.
Which is what we do in a lot of avenues. Because when you get the nice version of a black person, we're doing too much because we're just trying to feel. You're in an uncomfortable position. You know, it's fine. I'm not uncomfortable, but you're uncomfortable. But at the same time, you won't speak upon it because you think, I don't want to be the typical, I don't want to act the typical, I don't want to give off the energy, so you're thinking, oh, here we go. So it can be hard finding that balance, but you can't be too nice. You do have to, I just think you've got to be fair in business, and that's what it comes down to, and polite, and that's what we need more from black businesses going forward. I think we need there to be some type of business or training or workshop for them to go to learn how to act right, because it is mad, and we're too acceptive of the bad business that we get in black-owned businesses as a community. We accept it, and then all we do is walk out and cuss about it, but we never say anything to them. And we go back next week and go for the same thing again, and then go back and cuss about it. I'm not going back, you know, but you go back and you repeat, and nothing changes about that business. So when you do find that you've got good businesses like this, should go in there and be respectful, really. Exactly. Because you know it's few and far between.
Exactly. That's why I like to support black businesses. I do. Even though
nice
I don't,
too.
I love to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I love to see our own people, even with yourself, Shot, even with Grapevine, however you're doing it. That's what I love to see. I love to see more of our people just doing what they're doing, right? And just, you know, no matter what you're doing, if you're doing something and you're going out there, as long as you're not on your ass, you're not doing nothing, complaining about something, but you're out there, you're actually generally doing something that is supposed to be good.
Yeah, I was saying this morning, exact same thing you just said. I was talking to my friend about this morning, and we was discussing her growth. She's literally got a pod coming out tomorrow. And it's the same kind of thing. I've watched her on a journey, and she's now moved on and elevated into a little drama that she's done. She's doing a drama series, and it's really good. But we was talking about it, and she was like, you know, sometimes I find it hard. And I was like, I said, you're in the place that you need to be. We need to be okay with actually pushing out and doing what our purpose is, because there's a lot of people that are not. There's a lot of people sitting down, not saying, they'll criticise you, and they ain't doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that's where we've got to stop taking people's criticism on board and actually just say, you know what, I got up today and I showed up for myself, and that's enough.
Exactly.
And that's good enough for me. I don't care who wants to criticise it or what you got to say. I showed up and did something that was in my purpose, and that's more than the next person. So you have to be good with that, and you have to be happy and kind of tap yourself on the back for that. Exactly. Or dust your shoulders off. So that is a good thing. So, Aaron, thank you so much for coming in today. And in true Grapevine style, what we like to do is have a quote at the end of every episode, because I feel like it just helps the people watching to resonate with something or just take away something from the episode. And it's just leaving a little bit of you behind for them to kind of move on with. So
Okay.
give us a little bit of something for them. Would be nice.
Okay then, I certainly will do. Right, for anybody who is trying to find themselves, who's trying to find what they're looking for, who every single day is struggling and thinking, what is there for me? Don't overthink it. Do what is good. Do what you love to do. If you wake up one morning and you decided you want to do photography, you want to be a writer, you want to be an actor, and that's all you ever think about doing, then go for it. Go for it and go for it, because that is your passion. Always follow what God has got intended for you and what your plan is for you as well. Never listen to the naysayers. Never listen to people who's going to criticize you, because if they never done it and they never tried it, then you need to look at yourself and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. So my little feedback I'm going to leave to you guys is, do what is best for you and strive towards it. And then when you look back at your end product, you're going to be proud of yourself.
Love it. Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you
No
so
worries
much
at
for
all.
coming in today. If you give me your social media handles as well, please.
I will do. So my website is ajrbrooks.com. And on my website, I've also got my free first chapter to Man March No Safe Haven for a free look and free read. You can look at that as well, but you can read that as well. And if you want to buy my book as well, you can get my book through Waterstones online and Amazon, and also through my website. Also, my social media is Aaron_creative_ on Instagram, and my Facebook is Aaron J. Renford Brooks, and you can also follow me on TikTok as Aaron Speaks.
Lovely. So you know what to do now. Go get your goddamn book, please. Please. Thank you so much for coming in. And you know what to do. Go add yourself on the Grapevine.podcast Instagram and like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And you know we will see you again soon for another episode. So take care until then. Bye.
Bye.